This is going to start off as another tale about how the ineptitude of doctors is ruining my life. But I promise it will change. I don't want me hating doctors to become a running theme of my vlogs. Anyways, 6 years ago, Alex and I moved to Alaska to do seasonal work. One day, Luna, if you're gonna sit with me, you gotta calm down. One day we're climbing down a mountain, and he falls in this hole of an animal called a pika, but I like to call them pikas because, like, Pikachu, duh. And they are kind of like this tiny little nugget that's like a mix between looks like a bunny mixed with a mouse. So anyways, he falls in this hole, trips, busts his ankle. He's in extreme pain, so I decide, like, I'll try and help carry him down the mountain, but I was not strong enough. So I found him a walking stick, and he was using this walking stick to go down the mountain, and then the walking stick broke, and he fell again, and it popped it back in place. So he was able to walk, but his ankle stayed swollen for well over a year. And so that was like, 5-6 years ago that happened. Well, last year, about maybe like a year and 3 months ago, we were playing Frisbee with this new, like, flexible Frisbee that we got out, and we were going to play catch. So we go into the front yard where, for whatever reason, my landlord has these borders made out of, like, these logs, but the logs are held in place by rebar, which I don't really understand because rebar is not gonna, like, rot as quick as wood rots. And so, since the wood's rotten because our landlord doesn't really properly care for our location, we just have rebar sticking up out of the ground. So anyways, we're out there playing Frisbee, and Alex, it was like the third toss, he trips and busts his ankle again. And I will never forget this moment. When he gets hurt, he doesn't like anyone near him to touch him, to speak to him. But I was worried, obviously, and I'm like, "Oh, are you okay?" And he's like, I'm fine. And he just goes, on one foot, he hops into the house as fast. I thought that he was hovering. He moved so quickly. I've never seen him move that fast in his life. He's a quick kid, too, so it's like, it was kind of impressive. So he hops inside. He's in extreme pain, and we're like, shit ass, we have to go to the doctor. So we go to his most trusted family doctor that his whole family's been going to for millennia. Like, they've all been going there for so long. Sorry, I'm going to be messing with this hair because my bangs are, I like that. My bangs are too long, and they're getting in my eyes, and they're not cooperating, so if you just see me, like, tweaking out, like, that's why I don't actually have a problem. Yes, I do have a problem, but it's not the problem that you think I have. I can't do this. So anyways, we go to this doctor that they all trust for so long, and the doctor, the whole time, is being a total idiot. He's looking at me and going, yeah, oh, good job, Alex, yeah, good job. Oh, what a catch. I'm like, bitch, like, we already know that we're a perfect match. Shut up. Tell us what's wrong with his ankle. They do x-rays on his ankle, and the guy's like, oh, it looks like you had an old break from a while ago. We're like, yeah, Alaska probably. But what's going on now? And he says, oh, it just looks like a first-degree sprain. Goodbye. Like, he doesn't even say how to treat the first-degree sprain. I don't know what a first degree. How many degrees does sprains go? 28? Is it like degrees of a circle? Like, you break it 1 degree, or you can break it 360 degrees where the ankle spins around and faces your forehead? I don't know. And the doctor didn't tell us. So we came home, and I think Alex, like, and we, like, did some, like, ibuprofen and whatever, and then it didn't get better. Okay, which way can I? Okay. He didn't get better, so he went to physical therapy for a while, and that didn't help that much. So his ankle was still swollen for like 1 year. So to go back to the same doctor, and he's like, yo, dude, you know, this was not just a sprain. I can't barely walk. He was in so much pain, even though he, like, tried to run. I told him, don't do that, dude. Your ankle's hurt, but that's another story. So he gets this shot in his ankle because apparently there was a bursitis, which is like a fluid bubble, and so this cortisone steroid shot was supposed to help that. Well, it did help for like 2 weeks, but then he was back in pain again, and his ankle was making these horrible sounds. So they send him to a place to get an MRI. He pays $300 because his insurance is shit ass to get this MRI, and they do the MRI, like, wrong. Surprise, surprise! They do this MRI wrong. So he goes to a podiatrist, and the podiatrist is like, I can't use this MRI. Good job that you wasted $300. And he just does an x-ray, and he's like, oh yeah, clearly there's like 15 chunks of bone floating around in here. Apparently his tendons were stronger than his muscle. I don't know. Something happened where, like, the tendons, his own ankle ripped itself apart after the course of all these injuries. Okay? So the doctor sends him home with this cast, this boot cast, that he has to wear for the next 8 weeks. He can't like walk, he can't do a lot of exercise, and I go crazy. If I can't go out and walk and like run, I will go crazy. I don't run. Why did I say that? If I don't go out and walk, I go insane. And we always talk on our walks, and it's like our relaxing Zen kind of meditation time. But we couldn't do that, so we started to freak out. After 3 days, I decided to do something that I normally would never do unless it's like the most desperate of circumstances. Like when I accidentally broke Joseph in my father-in-law's manger scene that his dad had painted like 50 years ago, and so we had to go get super glue and paint to glue it back together. So only in the most desperate of circumstances will I ever go to Wally World. So I had to go to Walmart, and I'm sorry about that, and I feel shitty about it still. And I spent like $250 there buying the cheapest bikes that I could get. So I buy these 2 cheap ass bikes, but I'm like, perfect. He's able to bike on this because it doesn't put... My cats are freaking out. Because it doesn't put as much strain on the ankle, so we're able to bike. So I decide, oh, great idea, Lauren. I won't buy the pre-assembled bikes. I'll buy the bikes in the boxes, and we can bond and put them together, and it will be so fun. So I shove these boxes in my car, and I drive home as a surprise to Alex. I'm like, look, I got us bikes! And then one of the bikes was the wrong size, his bike. So I'm like, F, we have to go back to Walmart. My favorite place on earth. We have to go back to Walmart and get another bike. So we get the bike replaced, but we just get that fully assembled because we're like, I'm going to deal with this. So we come back to assemble my bike, and we do like all of the steps wrong. We took the brake cable like apart in the wrong place, and like it broke, and then I put the handlebars on backwards, and the seat was moving, and it was just so bad. It was so bad. So we just like, we're like, the bike is broken. But the handlebars on the bike actually were like, they were like tilted up. The handlebars were already effed up without even me doing anything. So we had to take them back, go to Walmart 3 times in one day, and I got a pre-assembled bike, and everything was fine. And we love our bikes. We're riding all around, and we have so much fun just riding like 10 miles per... Apparently I do this when I ride my bike. Yeah! So anyway, we're riding our bikes all around the town. All around the town we're riding these bikes. And it was so much fun. Until the Hawk attack of 2016. We're riding towards the lake. We live by this like... Okay, again, I'm going to fix my bags. We live by this pristine ass lake. And actually it reeks like anus and it's like brown, but I'm making a joke when I say pristine. So anyways, it's a beautiful area. There's all these live oak trees that grow over the streets. We're in this shaded, beautiful neighborhood, riding our bicycles along like, this is so much fun. We love our bikes. Bah! Something slams into the back of my head. And I'm like, panicking because I didn't know what the shit happened. I thought maybe someone was trying to attack me. Then I thought maybe someone threw a basketball at my head. And then I was like, oh, maybe it was a branch. Like someone hit me with a branch. But there was not a person in sight. There was no basketballs in sight. There was no branches in sight. What was in sight? A hawk. Alex saw him. I didn't see him at all. I just felt something slam in my head. I screamed and I immediately started to cry. And this hawk goes, and he swoops and he sits up in the tree. He doesn't say a word. So you'd think that, okay, if it was protecting its babies or its nest, it would, have like scream like, or whatever a hawk scream is. It would have screamed to alert me like, get the F away from my land. You know, that's what birds usually, seriously, I'm not being an idiot right now. Like birds actually generally will scream at you if they want you to leave, you know? So, oh my God, I need to get a haircut. So the hawk did not scream. It did not use its talons nor its beak, which you would think if a bird was trying to be like, get away from my land, it would do that. It almost seemed like it accidentally just flew into my head, but I've never seen a hawk just like flying along that low, and hawks have like the best eyes. So I know it could have seen me, and I generally don't use deodorant, so it I reek. It totally could have smelled me. I don't know why that happened. And Luna, shut up. And I'm a friend to animals. I love animals. Speaking of animals, come here. Let me show you something. Ah! I just fell out of my chair and I scared my cat. Hold on, I'll be right back. My cat's really panicking right now because I just fell out of my chair. Okay, hold on. Let me focus for a second. This, you guys probably know I have 2 cats, Minnie and Luna. This is Frances. This is Frances. Okay, I hate my hair. This is Frances. We found her in November. We were out taking a walk at night, and we heard these loudest screams. Stay, baby girl, I'm showcasing you. We heard these loudest screams, and we came upon a courtyard by a church, and next to the statue of St. Francis was this tiny, I don't know, like, saint names. I'm just saying that because Alex told me he was raised Catholic. Was this tiny baby kitten. She was like 5 weeks old, this baby kitten. And so we took her in, and we were going to find her a new home because we already have 2 cats. But she's so sweet, and we love her, so we decided to keep her. She's like 7 months old, you guys. This is my baby, Fran. Anyways, okay, get out of my life. Goodbye. So the hawk, I don't know. I don't know why the hawk attacked me. So I was crying, and I was panicking, and I still can't make sense of it. So that was like the first mishap on the bikes. The second mishap just happened. I bought this bicycle computer because we want to be able to track our miles. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna do this because the bangs are too long. Okay, better. So we bought these bicycle computers, and we are gonna, use them to track our distance, to track our mileage, to track our speed. And I was like, oh, guess what? Everything I always buy, I always have to like return or take back a million times. I have the worst luck with like consumer goods. So I thought that my bicycle computer was going to be broken. Well, it wasn't broken. You want to know what was broken? My bike! The back tire was popped. And so I tried to repair it myself. I got these this bike tube, and we tried to take the tire off. And so we pulled the tire off, and we pulled the tube off, and we're like, oh shit, this won't work unless we take the whole wheel off. And it was the back wheel with the gears attached, and we didn't. We're like, oh shit, that's gonna be intense. But we tried to do it, and the freaking nuts were on there so tight. I was like cranking them with my shitty adjustable wrench, and it just like ripped the metal off the fucking nut. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that tire off. Oh, I should do this. I should just have one piece of bang that hangs. Guys, seriously, I'm sorry that I'm always messing with my hair, but it is like the bane of my existence. That's why I usually have it short, but I'm trying to grow it out. Oh yeah, that's the look. That's the look. I'm gonna leave it like this. So that's the saga of the bikes. Sorry that I probably talked a million miles fast, but I just wanted to tell you that story. And also, I just want to say thanks for the people that are still here watching my videos, even though I haven't made one in like most of my life. And also to all of you guys, even though I don't usually reply to these comments, sometimes I do. If I plan to make a video of people that are like, hey, come back. I love when you guys do that. That really inspires me. And you know that I was having some mental health issues, but I'm happy to report that I haven't been one single moment of depression in like 2 months. So, oh, and I booked 2 roles. Last week was best week of my life. One of. I booked 2 movie roles, and I got voted best actress in my acting class. Hopefully I'll be taking over the world on the big screen soon. Then you can see my face, and I can make lots of money, and I'll buy you all presents and like cats and stuff. Bye. I love you.